You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to actually click the start recording button, which will let me do things on YouTube. Anyway, welcome to the wonderful world that we call StreamDump, where we are going to be looking at memes and commenting on them. There we go. Another yin meme. And yin memes. Yin memes. Chat. Why is this selected? There we go. Yin memes. Yin memes. Let me just run through the story of my grandma's enema. So my gran, later in life, she got very bunged up in the butt, very uber constipated, and she had to go to hospital for it to get an enema done. Okay, so not fun at all, right? So me and my mum go to visit her in the hospital. Very somber. She was in her 90s, and she was very weak, and she woke up and noticed that, hello, oh, it's terrible, oh, and it was all very somber and sad, okay, all very somber and sad, right up until she said this, oh dear, oh, it's terrible, I should have got it done professionally. And it was that point I felt myself beginning to burst out laughing. And I looked at my mum, and she gave me this look. She gave me this look that was sort of like, don't you fucking dare. So I just looked and said, excuse me a second. And I went out the ward, went down the hallway, and then out into the hallway. Out into like the big main hallway of the hospital. And I just burst out laughing. On the floor laughing. It was the hardest I've ever laughed in my life. It was genuinely hardest I've ever laughed in my life. Very, 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 like, what the fuck. I think... yeah, that's basically what having a rabbit is like sometimes. Let's see if this one has sound or not. No, it does not have sound. I turned off the music for nothing. I turned off the music. Wait, can we loop this? Because I want to play it again. Let's play it again. Just... ladies, gents, and all those in between. Ladies, gents, and all those in betweens and neithers. That is not how you wash your pony. In fact, look. See this? See this? This is me when I'm like scrolling memes sometimes. Because look, see, I look at the meme, I go, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Why? This is basically just me most days of the week. Except rather than it being a laptop, it's one of these. I've got a dual monitor setup, a proper chunky boy, on a desk, because I do things. Ladies, gents, and all of us in between Davids, I do things. The plushie that I've got over there with the possum nose. Who wants to see my possum plushie? I'm gonna get my possum plushie. Where's my possum plushie? Possum plushie. Possum plushie. Possum plushie. Headphones back on. Behold, the possum. The possum has a name. That possum's name is Arson. Fun fact, one of my cousins is in prison for arson right now. My roof has been arrowed! Ah! Okay, so, I'm going to go into my face cam for a second, because I want to talk to everyone about this, right? I know how this happened. Somebody took an arrow, and a fun fact, I did do archery for a while when I was a kid. The reason why this happened is because I obviously pointed up in the air and went... and the arrow went woo! Because fun fact, when you shoot arrows and guns up into the sky like that, they come down because gravity. You never fire a gun up into the air in celebration. Don't do what they... unless they're blanks. If they're blanks, then that's good. But you know, if you see this whole thing when there's like a big victory or something, and a big celebration in like Iraq or something like that. And people are like, yeah! And they get their guns and go, yeah! And they do this in America sometimes, but don't ever do that. Because what you need to understand is, when you fire your gun up into the air, the bullet doesn't just go woo and just vanish off into the distance. It comes down, and people have been killed by bullets raining from the sky from celebratory gunfire. Fun fact, yeah, exactly, David. So basically what you need to understand about this is, this is interesting. There have been cases of people killed through celebratory gunfire. And I don't mean like, oh, they shot someone by accident. No, well, they did. But, you know, I don't mean it's not like, oh, I shot someone. No, I meant they shot in the air. And then someone in a completely different location got shot. Okay. The gender was... Ladies, gents, and all those in-between sneevers, behold, it's the gender wizard. It's the gender wizard. It is the gender wizard, and he's desperately trying to explain the arcane forces of gender. The gender wizard. And I love it how it's traced. I love how it's fucking traced. Somebody, like, found a picture of a wizard doing that pose and just traced it. But yeah. Do you want to know something? StreamDump. By the way, this is what J.K. Rowling sees in her nightmares. This is what J.K. Rowling sees in her fucking nightmares. Hey, imagine being dead and then having a fucking internet pipe blasted through your body. That'd be fucked up, wouldn't it? You know, internet cable accidentally drilled through unknown buried woman. Good going, now the internet's haunted. Explains the things. The internet's always been haunted. Fun fact about this. The internet was haunted when I came on the internet. Like, my first experience of the internet was 1997 or 1998, round about there. At a friend's house, eating curry. Hell yeah. But fun fact about all this. Even back then, you had like BBS boards and Usenet groups, and those go back to the fucking 80s. Those go back to the fucking 80s. That's where like internet etiquette and forum etiquette came about. That's where that happened. So there's your fun fact. Anyway, August, September, October. I can do a very good impression of Dr. Frankenfurter. And I remember, by the way, I remember being in a voice chat. I think I was streaming at the time, and somebody once said something along the lines of, Tim Curry doesn't sound like that. And then they said, well, given the amount of strokes he had. And then the next follow-up was, I cannot stop, will not stop, until Tim Curry sounds like that. And it was like, yeah, memories, ladies, gents. This is what Miss Piggy must actually look like in reality, if Miss Piggy actually was real. She wouldn't look like that humorous, but still pretty cunty sort of, cunty puppet. If she actually existed, she'd probably look like this. Like, she would slay. She would slay. She would look like this. Ready. My body was not ready. Chat, my body was not ready. Let's watch it again. This is somebody's very specific fetish. Safety cat ears must be worn in this area. I want that sign. I want a sign just like that. Safety cat ears must be worn in this area. And I would love just to have like plastic cat ears on a hook somewhere. Just for that. Just put on my next to my door the safety cat ears. If anyone comes into my room, they have to wear safety cat ears. I don't know where my cat ears are. I've got cat ears, but I don't know where they are. I mean, for fuck's sake, I'm a trans woman on the internet. I've got cat ears. By the way, this is what I look like when I'm having technical trouble. This is what I look like when I'm having technical trouble, ladies and gents. This is what I look like. The drinking, the smashing, the angry. The last time I was properly stressed out of technology was with this. Let me just turn on the face scene for a second. this here is my Heltec V3. What this is a Metastatic node, okay? So basically, it allows me to connect to a peer-to-peer network, okay, for messaging and data, right? You have no idea how big those things are. They're tiny. Look at these. Anyway, this is brilliant because, and to get this set up, you have to flash it. You have to put new firmware on it. And I had such a time getting fucking firmware on it. Like, it would, like, I tried on my laptop and I tried on this, and then eventually I tried another port on the back of my computer, and it worked. Oh, look, it's me. Do you fucking man? I'm running through this AI-generated art server with a big old magnet. Yes! I've seen the original one, and the original one was a Bitcoin mine. The original one was a Bitcoin mine. But clearly, they've edited it to be a bit more up-to-date, you know, with AI-generated art server. She's an eco-vigilance iconoclast who loves Coyote P and running at manic speeds. She's an unstoppable force. Double chaos queen with a stink nipple on her butt, who turns luxury Arizona golf courses into free-range charcuterie boards from her grub worm girl dinner. She's a gorilla-class warfare legend, whose mating call sounds like hissing war garble of a cappuccino machine's milk steamer. She's the internet's most beloved trash-eating ungulate. She's uncompromising and undefectable. A lovely javelina. Amazing. This is my favorite one. This is a list of revolutions and rebellions. This list is incomplete. You can help by expanding it. Thank you, Wikipedia. I would most certainly like to help. Did you know that I think there's something like a thing that says list the serial killers on Wikipedia, and it says something like please don't expand this list by going on a killing spree. The Big Book of British Memes. This content is not viewable in your location. Ladies, gentlemen, and all those in-betweens and evers, that is why I have a VPN. Can I just blabber for a bit? I need to blabber for a bit. No, that's not what I wanted. I want to blabber for a bit about the Online Safety Act. I always, when I found out someone had a VPN, I was like, why would you need a VPN? What would you need a VPN for? If I need a VPN to browse internet, you know, things are a bit fucked. Fast forward to 2025, I now have a VPN, and I use it on the regular to get around the Online Safety Act. I'm using a VPN right now. Get fucked, Keir Starmer. Get fucked. Pregnant. What's agriculture? This! And it's just a wizard unicorn, and then it's mint magic herbal tea from Celestial Seasonings. Fun fact about Celestial Teas. Fun fact about Celestial Tea. Celestial Tea, was founded by a guy who was a member of a right-wing cult, or like a really racist cult called the Urania cult. And it includes quotes from the book of Urania in the thing, and I'm just sort of like, yeah. You think, oh, it's sleepy time tea, nice little tea, nice happy little tea that you drink, oh, lovely. But no, apparently, the guy who founded it, complete whack job. So, right, we've got a video, ladies, gents, and all the between neighbors. Shall we see what the video is? Are we ready for the video? Are we ready? Oh my fucking god. Oh my god, I love this. I love that. I love just kill!
Egg.
Oh no. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh! Oh no!
Egg.
Oh no!
We didn't have tornadoes here until we started putting into traffic circles.
Because on the counter, you want to know why? When people go round and round in circles, it causes disturbance in the atmosphere and causes tornadoes.
Fun fact, there was a tornado recorded in London in Anglo-Saxon times. Or just after Anglo-Saxon times, like Norman times. Like, there was a great whirlwind in London at one point, like, that destroyed London Bridge, or one of the incarnations of it. So there's a fun fact. But by the way, this is basically what happened in 2020 with COVID. Like, COVID happened, and the people started blaming 5G. Like, literally the first thing people did after COVID was, like, lock down all that stuff, was blame 5G towers. Just blame 5G towers. People were burning phone towers, even if they didn't have 5G. And it was, like, a mix of, like, the paranoia about phone towers we had back in the past. Back in, like, the noughties. Updated. Because, oh, COVID happened, and the 5G happened, therefore 5G caused COVID. Didn't cause COVID. But that's basically the type of logic they use, you know? I feel personally attacked. Let's watch that again. Yeah, I am personally attacked by that. Because that's me in a nutshell.